Hey DIYers, want to give you a quick update on basement slash theater room project. As you can see up here, all those recessed lights are Groovy recessed lights, which are all controlled through the app, which gives you a lot of flexibility with controlling your lighting in your basement. It's a good option. There are other options out there. That's the one that I picked. So let's walk quickly over here. Today, I am planning to finish installing the door, and what we have done so far, we can start off with the main stage. So we have the JTRs already installed. So basically, what we're seeing here, there we go. So I built that with 2x4s, and basically what I did was just raise the center channel. JTR sells the center channel and also the towers, and I kind of figured it's like I want to make sure that they're all at exact levels to make sure that the listening experience is the best as possible. So I raised it about 22 inches roughly. And then I also raised the actual towers. These are the 212 JTR towers. The reason why I raised it is because, as I show you right quick, and those are my SBS subwoofers, which eventually I'll be replacing those also with JTR, so we have a full JTR system. So the reason why I also raise the towers is because I'm on a platform, and because of the platform is raising up the listening position, the towers, I noticed that the actual tweeter itself was a little bit too low for my liking. So I wanted to make sure that everything is at ear level position. So another thing that I did was I installed the Atmos speakers. So you have one, then we have 2, 3, and 4. So I made sure that I went with 4 because there was, based on some of the reviews out there, the difference between the 4 and 6 Atmos is really not that much, but the cost difference is huge because you need to get a receiver that supports that, and you also need to get additional speakers for that. So I'm okay with 4. As far as I have a pretty good coverage for my listening positions. So, and JTRs are great speakers, and I think that's more than enough. Back here, I have some SBS until I get my JTR replacements for those. And on this side, I do have my JTRs. So that is what we have done so far. So what I want to do, hopefully within the next couple days, is start installing the acoustic treatment in the room. Even though this is, pretty well insulated, there's no acoustic treatment right now. So I turned on the receiver and started testing it, and you can, it's pretty noticeable once there's no acoustic treatment compared to when there is. It's actually kind of fatiguing because it is pretty loud because you have a controlled environment, but there's no treatment. So that is my next step with this project. I'll be keeping you guys informed as far as the process that I'm going to be taking when it comes down to the acoustic treatment. It might be a good idea for you guys. That way it's a DIY, so you don't have to buy your own acoustic treatment, and it's also pretty aesthetically pleasing. So once I complete it, I'll show you guys on a separate video. So maybe that would be a good idea for you guys to do. Before I go, the brackets that I use for these JTR's Atmos speakers, they're phenomenal. And that is something that if you guys have JTRs and you know that The actual hanging brackets in the back of the speakers from factory, they're kind of tricky. So I wanted to go with something else that has more flexibility as far as like movement when I'm doing my measurements to make sure if I need to move the speakers. So I'll show you really quick and see. So that is the bracket that I got. It is super heavy duty. And as you can see, it has 4 screws that does not go through the whole entire speaker box itself, which I confirmed by actually removing the actual speaker and making sure that it was not going through. So very heavy duty. If you guys go to Amazon and just put in heavy duty speaker bracket, you'll be able to find it there, and they're super inexpensive. So it was super impressed with it. So that is what I got so far for you guys. It's coming along. It's coming along. So you can see the front stage. I got my makeshift light here until I'm planning to do rope lights for the theater lighting, and it's gonna come out pretty cool. Again, through the app. So here, let me show you real quick so I can get out of the way. So that's what I got. I also have a Seymour screen ordered. It should be coming in soon, and I'll cut the video short so I can get started with finishing up my basement. Again, one of the purpose of these videos is that to give you guys ideas on your own projects at home. You can do it. You just got to make sure you take your time and you do proper planning. But it is possible. This whole entire basement was done by myself for the most part. I had a little bit of help from my wife, but for the most part it was just me on the weekends because I do have a full-time job. So this is just my weekend project, and I've been at it for the past 6 months now. So all right guys, I'll keep you guys posted on additional progress. We're getting there.